Hi, my name is Nathan Hatchie, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Black Knight, issue number 1, brought to you by RatedComics. This story is, I found it funny, and I'm going to keep the review short and sweet. So we start off with Dane Whitman, Black Knight. And for those that don't know who Dane Whitman is Black Knight. He carries his sword called the Ebony Blade, which he swears it's cursed, and he's been keeping the darkness at bay. Now we go into Dan Whitman fighting the symbiote dragon of Knull and just digging it, loving it, enraged. But the dragon bites him in his butt. He's like, man, you can't bite me there. I do squats. So we backtrack to the Garrett Castle story, and Sir Percy tells Dane Whitman that you got to go to Earth, and all the Avengers adjacent are summoned to defeat this evil. No. So now fast forward to Black Knight, with the sword inside the dragon, and Knull gets attached to the sword, and he wants the sword, and guess what? The sword wants him. It's like, man, I've been buying this sword drinks. You can't take my girl. My sword. So he falls, lands, or gets rescued by Arrow, another Avengers adjacent. She gets a little starstruck. Well, not really, but just like, I know who you are. You're that crazy dude that went cray-cray. Wait, hold up, no, I'm not. I'm an Avenger, man. Don't come at me like that. Yeah, you were an Avenger until you got all murdery and stuff. It's all over Reddit. And Black Knight is like, could you imagine getting kicked off the Avengers team? Like, but you kill too much. Get off the team. So then Swordmaster comes in like, hey, who's this guy? Isn't this the guy that went all crazy? It's kind of crazy, funny banter. How, yeah, they meet and they're like, dude, this guy is crazy. But the interesting part, and this is my favorite part of the book, when Black Knight tries to summon his sword, he ends up summoning Swordmaster's sword because his purpose is to fight Knull in his iron, where Swordmaster has a different purpose. So now his sword chooses Dane Whitman, Black Knight. Now there's an interesting scene where Dane Whitman ends up making Symbiote Salsa out of a dragon, and that's when his darkness, his enrage just takes over, and it's like, okay, is this the moment where is the sword really evil, or is it you? Then the symbiote of Knull attaches to Swordmaster's sword, not to mention Black Knight and Swordmaster when they're trying to wrestle each other from the sword. And Knull's like, dude, you guys have no control, no understanding of what the true power of this sword is. And you wanna know the truth? I'm gonna combine these two swords and make the ultimate berserker sword. Keanu Reeves, holla at me, dog. And it's not and Knull is showing him the history, where the transfers of the sword, and it's not the sword. You weren't choosing for the sword because you had the purest of heart. You had the impurest of hearts, and that revelation there with Black Knight wrestling with that makes him in turn accept his darkness, accept who you are, accept the darkness but do good. Oh my God, it's like such an oxymoron, but it makes sense with the story. And then he ends up defeating this Chayu, ultimate Knull beast Godzilla stuff, and it just gets at him and goes over it and is done. There's some stuff for the comic book I left out, but my favorite part is Swordmaster sword going to Black Knight, and then the Symbiote Salsa. Mexican food, anyone? Don't invite Knull. And then also, yeah, how it's not, Whitman has to embrace who he is. And I like that. Embrace who you are. When you embrace who you are, that's your best version of you. That being said, Black Knight, issue number 1. What'd you think of the comic? Comment below if you read the comic. Let us know your thoughts. And if you like the content we're throwing up, go ahead and drop us a like, hit the subscribe and the bell notification. And if there's any other comic book reviews you want to see Rated Comics do, comment below, let us know. And if you haven't gotten your copy, link in description. That being said, thanks for watching. Until next time.